Now, Chief Meteorologist Scott Dorval with the On Your Side forecast.
Well, we're taking a look at those temperatures into the future, looking for a change. Well, temperature-wise, we're seeing that change, just a little up and down, but still above average. We were 60 today. So far, that's the official high. Is probably what it will stay at. You see it really not changing much until we get here. This is when we see a bit of a drop. And I also do see a little bit of a drop that actually, I think we're going to get a bit of a breeze on Sunday, and will make it feel a little bit cooler later in the day on Sunday as compared to Saturday. But here, we're still looking out days 8, 9, and 10, just a 10% chance of moisture. No major weather pattern change in sight. Now, there is a chance for subtle changes coming in towards the 19th, 18th and 19th, and then the 20th to the 25th, maybe towards the 23 to 25 that we have a pattern change. That's the way the charts are looking now, but that could change as we get closer. We just may see them start to flip-flop. So we're going to keep an eye on this, of course. I told you I would. Temperatures in the 20s, 31 in Boise, 12 in Stanley, yet it was 61 in Stanley this afternoon. How about that? And remember, we talked about Bogus Basin opening today for the terrain park for a little skiing. So let's watch the time-lapse view here, and you'll see people starting to arrive and heading on up and using the terrain park. So yeah, a little bit of brown around this particular section right here, but a lot of folks having some fun up at Bogus Basin today. Temperature is 59 degrees right now in Bogus Basin. Very mild at this elevation with the inversion in place. And I think I see these temperatures in the 40s here. It might actually be a little bit milder tomorrow, excuse me, and then cool down on Sunday and Monday, and that's when we'll see a little bit of a temperature change coming in, but really no big changes to the pattern. A few high clouds right here. That's really it. High pressure is kind of sneaking in a little bit. That's drying us out, putting lots of moisture up into southwest Canada, but that's really it. This is where all of your heavy snow is going to be falling, right up in this region here. But big ridge of high pressure in this dome, this red dome of mild air. It's kind of sneaking in just a little bit. It'll hover back and forth here. Might tend to retrograde or go back a little bit, allowing some cool air to try to dip down into Montana. I think Montana will cool down a little bit, but the real cold air is shooting back east, and this is going to plunge much further to the south. We're going to see some changes in the temperature there coming on in. So here are the high temperatures today. Got to point this out. It was 60 in Boise. It was 62 in Bozeman today. How about that? Montana is going to cool down over the weekend. Northern Idaho will cool down over the weekend, but not much changes here. Bend warmed up to 73, in Medford near 70, 62 in Portland, so mild conditions continuing across the west. Futurecast shows now some subtle changes, okay? It's Friday, 5 o'clock, clear skies. Tomorrow, I think we'll have plenty of sunshine around. And again, mild temperatures. Partly cloudy Saturday night for the football game. Here comes a cold front. A weak cold front will kick the breeze up a little bit on Sunday, and that will make it feel a little bit cooler, but you see how it just goes right back to the sunshine with no big changes coming in. So here are the high temperatures on Tuesday. You see how things don't change too much here, but I got to show you back east here where the cold air starts to plunge on in. I mean, they've been in the 80s and 90s near Atlanta, and certainly down in Miami, they've had just an unbelievable number of days above 90, but much cooler weather is going down. It'll be 51 in New Orleans, but it'll be 57 in Boise on Tuesday, so the cold air headed back east. If you headed to football Friday evening on the blue, partly cloudy skies, 51 at 6, but I'm thinking now that it may cool down to 39 by the time you're walking home from the game, so just keep that in mind. Of course, as you'd expect, be pretty chilly weather coming on in, and the 10-day forecast, see a little bit of moisture here in central Idaho. Some weak systems try to move through, but still not seeing much of anything. We'd like to see 10 days of snow being a lot of snow, but it's just not happening. It's not going to be for a while. Precipitation outlook still showing very likely below average to the 22nd of November. This is a forecast that's going to take a little bit to change here. So for tomorrow, don't expect too many changes. Temperatures in the mid to upper 50s, so maybe a degree less mild tomorrow. Still lots of sunshine, light wind, a few clouds later in the day. Same story in the mountains. You'll have that mild weather after the chilly start to the day. 58 on Sunday, a little bit of a breeze picking up Sunday afternoon. May not be as pleasant as Saturday afternoon, but it's just 50s all the way even to next week, Don. A little more cloud cover, I think we'll start to see next week than we saw this week, but
kind of a quiet November so far as far as
very
weather
quiet. No precipitation, and it may go that way to the 20th. We'll have to see if we can get some before that, at least in Boise.
All right, thanks, Scott.